The opener was everything we could have asked for, and now this building stretched to capacity. Game 2 of the World Series between the Cleveland Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the World Series here on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, and I think it's worth remembering right here that once you get to the postseason, it's not always the best team that wins. It's the hottest team that wins. And these guys got a good road win in Game 1, and they're going to be looking to build on that one right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Pittsburgh Pirates.
And briefly here, a glance at the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I'm watching the man they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. I think he does a great job of taking what's given to him. Never tries to do too much. Knows how to extend an at-bat and get the pitch he's looking for.
Francisco Liriano is on the mound for Game 2. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matty, a real effective outing for him in his last start. Got the win and did not give up any runs. He'll try and do that again here.
And with that, let's give you a look at how the Pirates align defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, we have an opportunity to watch Starling Marte out there in left field in this one. He won the 2015 Gold Glove Award. Very athletic. You couple him with some of the other outfielders in this ball game, man, oh man, does not look like there are going to be any hits out there.
Francisco Lindor heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball. Now the first pitch of the night is looked at for ball 1 as we get underway right at 7:05 on the nose.
First pitch, 7:05.
And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away.
And that's what the two-seam fastball will do for you. Running away, not just for strikeouts. Here he gets him to hit it on the ground for an easy out.
Number 30 will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. And if he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Liriano into his motion. First pitch on the way. Bouncer down the line, but that one rolls foul. Here's the 0-1. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike. They count.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Marte is under it. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Michael Brantley gets his first opportunity now in the top of the 1st with nobody on. First delivery to him on the way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
And so would the guy on the mound.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Oh-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Maybe a good opportunity here to show him a changeup. Give him a different look.
Frozen for strike 3, and that retires the side. Indians go down 1-2-3. Now the Pirates will get their first opportunity. No score. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, one guy that's always worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Carlos Carrasco will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, the last place you want to hit it, to the shortstop. Actually, anywhere between second and third base. That's how much range he has out there at this position. Very aggressive player, makes a lot of great defensive plays.
Josh Harrison comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st.
Harrison.
And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. That nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1. That's popped up out toward short right field. Napoli is there for it. 1 out.
Sometimes when you're throwing 95 miles an hour, you can make a mistake and get away with it. Here, he just can't get on top of this one and winds up popping it up.
Into the box now, Starling Marte. He'll get to take his first cuts here. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. called strike at the knees, 1-1.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Bases are empty, one man out. A little bit outside, 2-1. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. On deck, there's Andrew McCutchen. He'll hit next. Payoff pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. 2 down.
Oh, you can definitely feel and tell that it's October out there. There's a little bit of moisture in the air. Here, this ball sounded pretty good off the bat, and you wonder if it would have been a different story if it was mid-July out there.
Andrew McCutchen gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. Here it comes, 1-0. Hit hard up the middle. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
First base runner of the ball game now for either team comes with 2 outs here in the home first. Now, with the cleanup guy due next, things all of a sudden could get a bit interesting.
Gregory Polanco set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, you saw it right there. He's got a good fastball, and he's going to use it. When you throw in the mid-90s consistently, you have to use that weapon.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Pirates leave 1. After 1, no score. Mike Napoli makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
And Liriano's ready. The 2-2 pitch. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, it looked like he had things in control to start him out. Now he's running from 0 and 2 to 3 and 2, and that last one wasn't even close.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, not necessarily the pitch you'd expect on 3 and 2, but maybe that's what makes it effective. You see, they challenged him up in the zone that time, and if you're expecting something at the knees, it's tough to go up and get that.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw gets him. 2 down.
Yeah, and that's a good job here to get off the mound quickly, pounce on it, and then make a good strong throw.
Marwin Gonzalez into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. First pitch on its way. Smoked on the ground left side, and that's through for a hit.
And that'll break the string of 5 straight to start the night. They finally get their first base runner here with 2 outs in the second. Good to at least get something on this guy before he really settles into a groove out there.
Yan Gomes set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away. Here's the first pitch to him. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. A runner on first with 2 away. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
And he watches this one in there for a high strike.
Yeah, I don't think you want to come in throwing a lot of high changeups. That's a pitch he's going to have to get lower in the strike zone.
Squared that one up just a little late. Now here's a fly ball. Well hit. Marte going back. And this one is gone. A home run.
Well, you know it has a tendency to get overlooked here. That 2-out single that kept this inning alive. I mean, you take nothing away from the guy that just hit the home run, but this is what happens when teams put up a fight there with 2 away. Pays off for him big time here.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1.
Oh, it's so important to be able to strike first in a postseason game. Get that first run in, especially when you're the team playing on the road. Hopefully you can take a little life out of this big crowd.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. Chopped foul right at home plate. sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Indians get a couple of runs here on the strength of this two-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 2-0 Indians. Leading off the inning, Joe Mauer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
First baseman, Joe Mauer.
He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Now the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
You talk about a guy who's really stepped it up all throughout this postseason. Here's your man right here. And he's on base again as he leads off the inning with a base hit.
Now in the box, David Freese, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that's in there for strike one. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right field. On the move is Puig. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
Into the box now, Francisco Cervelli, as he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are two away.
Well, this curveball, it just disappears. He thinks he's right on it at the plate. And look where it winds up. Completely out of the zone. And that's what you want as a pitcher. You want hitters to chase pitches that aren't strikes.
Jung-Ho Kang will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
over the outside half, and it's 2-1.
Oh, and a good fastball hitter here. To me, that's a little surprising that he wouldn't be swinging away on 2-0.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. Hard hit ball to second, right to him. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. Game 2 coverage rolls on after this. Carlos Carrasco will step in now as he'll get a chance to swing the bat here in the World Series.
Yeah, and remember, thanks to the National League winning the All-Star game, no DH in games 1 or 2, or 6 or 7 if we go that far.
Liriano has his target. First pitch on its way. And right back at it is Liriano as he gets ahead on the first pitch of the inning here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
And he pumps the fastball by him at 94. It's 0-2. Boy, tough enough to be an American League pitcher swinging the bat as it is. How about having to deal with pitches like that?
One word, Matty, unfair.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, it's always nice to get the inning started against the pitcher. And he sets him down easily for the first out of the third.
Francisco Lindor will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Up high, 2-1 now. One out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Maybe even a half heartbeat considering how fast his heart is beating right now. But he's on it all the way, and he winds up making the play.
Number 30 will be the batter. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup and the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
You do not want to get the middle of this order up with guys on base. So this is the hitter he needs right here, right now.
Hot shot on the ground to short. Gung's got it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. His club needs to get him some runs, however. It's 2-0. Francisco Liriano digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Pitcher, Francisco Liriano.
And that misses inside 1-0. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
The 1-0 delivery. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get 1 pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, these are just extra pitches adding to your pitch count. I don't see why you wouldn't just go right after him.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Yeah, maybe a little frustrated after that last call didn't go his way. Now, he's got to make sure he doesn't lose him here on 3-2.
He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
On the mound, he's got to be talking to himself. You know, in the American League, we see DHs like Ortiz and Billy Butler, Michael Young. You're telling me I get to face a pitcher 3 times a game? I could get used to this.
Josh Harrison stands in as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. After it is Brantley. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting number 6, left fielder Starling Marte.
Into the box, Starling Marte. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there, strike 1.
Wow, he is spotting that fastball on a dime here early on.
A 1 pitch on its way. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Still a little bit early to be worrying about this, but in a 2-run game, a 2-out walk here would at least get the tying run to the plate. And on top of that, this guy has some pop.
1-1, here it comes. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Heading out towards shallow right. Puig's got a read on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're still down. It's 2-0. Michael Brantley is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Liriano gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. And Liriano with the tough slider there for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul.
Boy, Michael Brantley certainly has blossomed into one of the elite players in this league. He's a good all-around talent, and in 2014 was really his coming-out party.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Trying to strike him out for the second time. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Here's Mike Napoli now. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
Hit sharply on the ground. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now.
Let's watch this swing in show motion. You're going to see this pitch just tie him up in knots, but somehow he's able to fist it all the way out to right field.
In now is Yasiel Puig. As he'll take a look at a high strike here on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
This is line to left. Under it now is Marte to pull it in for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Marwin Gonzalez strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Line drive to left. Marte is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. When we return, it'll be Andrew McCutchen to start things out. It's the Indians 2 and the Pirates nothing. And here is Andrew McCutchen now. As we told you, he'll start things out here in the home 4th. Here comes the first pitch. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Smoke toward third. Gonzalez is up with it and reined in 1 away.
Boy, and he's come out with a plan against these hitters, and he's executed that plan to perfection here early on. That's 7 in a row now he's set down.
Gregory Polanco is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Too high. 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Gomes has it, and he makes the throw to first. Polanco is retired, 2 down now.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Joe Mauer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Starts him out with a slider for a strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Ready with the 0-1. Fly ball to straightaway left. Brantley on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it here 2-0. Yan Gomes heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
Yan Gomes.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball. 2-1. To 2-2 now.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Bounced slowly back toward the mound. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
The batter, number 15, second baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Boy, and good pop to the fastball there from Liriano, strike one.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
And this is swung on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Well, after getting ahead here 0-2, you know, he nibbles for a couple pitches, and then finally he just says, all right, I'm through with this. So he goes back to the fastball, just blows it right by him.
Into the box, Carlos Carrasco. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. Two runs, 3 hits. No errors to this point for the Indians. Comes in with the changeup, and it's 2-0.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, he's doing it all out there so far. Not only is he pitching a great game, but he gets in on the act offensively as well.
Francisco Lindor will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. He's got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. 2 out with the man at first. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. One hit, one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. It's the Indians 2 and the Pirates nothing. David Freese will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Carrasco pauses. Here comes the first pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he misses with it, 1-1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Here it comes on 1-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Puig. One down.
The batter.
So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And both guys can go back and get it when they need to. 96 on the one hand, 94 on the other. Francisco Cervelli comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time.
Yeah, they got him on a breaking ball, so now we'll see if they try to put him away with soft stuff again if they get that chance.
Right there for strike one. One out, nobody on. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer here in the series. As the Bucks have struck for a run, it's now a 2-1 score.
Pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Now batting, shortstop, Jung-Ho.
Standing in now, Jung-Ho gone. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball one. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
He's set. Here's the 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full 3-2.
Yeah, and he's trying to make sure that he doesn't allow that first walk. He's worked it back to full count now after being behind in the count 3-0.
Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 47.
Boy, that's a really nice play there behind the plate. He doesn't panic. He takes his time and makes the good throw on to first. So score that a strikeout with a 2-3 put out for good measure.
Stepping in now, Francisco Liriano, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Fouled straight back. A pause and the 0-2. Hard liner to center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
And remember, in the World Series, no DH in the National League parks. So at the very least, they get a guy up there that's got some idea how to swing the bat. And he comes through right there with a base hit.
Josh Harrison will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
The 0-1 on its way. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Pitch is way outside, and he can't even get a glove on it. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run. And as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck. Cannonball coming. 5 innings complete. It's the Indians 2 and the Pirates 1. Number 30 will dig in for the 3rd time now. He started the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Not the kind of night you're dreaming of when this game started. Let's see if he changes his approach here.
First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders there back to back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, you know, 2-0, even if you get your fastball, it doesn't mean you should be automatically swinging. He's probably fortunate he didn't make contact with that because that was in a perfect spot.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Well, he is definitely doing his part out there. You see his line so far. He's keeping his guys in the ball game. He's just not getting any help offensively.
Michael Brantley ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Hit back up the middle. Backhanded. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He doesn't really have a chance to set himself up, so this is all arm, but he makes it look routine.
Here's Mike Napoli now, as he'll hit a ground ball here to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 2-1. Josh Harrison will stand in to start things off, as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Some stirring now in the Cleveland bullpen. They'll get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing. First pitch coming. Here it is. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Hit hard towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made one bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Starling Marte will stand in. He flew out his last time up. From the stretch. In there for strike 1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Now a changeup in on the hands that evens it at 1-1. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Well, he just threw that fastball by him. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Oh, and he botches it.
Well, you know, he does have a long way to go to get to this ball, but geez, once you get there, catch it. I think he's going to tell you that he should have caught that ball, and the official scorer, he's going to agree with him too. He's going to get smacked with an error.
Andrew McCutchen will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Throw over to first. A dive, but he's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Marte off for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. He took second fairly easily. Any thought of third base here?
I don't think so. You've got a good hitter at the plate. A single is probably all he needs. I'd let him try to drive you in.
Here's a high pop-up. Napoli is there for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
I think another look here will show that this should have been ball 4. And those are the little things that start to pile up if you're not careful. You've got to have a better understanding of the strike zone there.
Here's Gregory Polanco. As he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. One left for Pittsburgh. They still trail it here 2-1. Back here in Pittsburgh. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Yasiel Puig will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
Now here's the pitch. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the two-seamer, and that's out number 1.
And there you get a look at his pitches by inning. You can see the count. He's at 83 for the ball game. Not a huge concern just yet, but he's starting to get up there.
Marwin Gonzalez digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
And this is low, ball 1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1.
And this isn't the first guy that's been frozen by that pitch tonight. He's had a lot of guys shaking their heads so far.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Looking to avoid his first walk. Called strike 2, and now it's full 3-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
On a big swing, and he crushes this ball deep. My goodness, a long home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, and it gives the Indians a 3-1 lead.
Oof, that's a mistaken location right here, and it could wind up really coming back to haunt him. This is a solo home run, and it makes this a 2-run lead now, and with the way their starters thrown the ball so far, it may wind up being all he needs.
Yan Gomes will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash you back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Francisco Liriano. So he'll wind up going 6 1/3, and he's kept his club in it to this point, though he cannot win the ball game. Archimedes Caminero will come on and pitch here with 1 gone in the top of the 7th.
Archimedes Caminero.
Pitch on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Now another one hit deep to left. Marte going back on it, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall, and he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Well, I got to tell you, that's not the way you're hoping to make an entrance into this ball game. First batter he faces, and bang. This ball just about leaves the yard, winds up hitting off the outfield wall, and now he's going to have to deal with a runner on second base.
In now, Kike Hernandez. As he'll look at a changeup that drops below the knees for ball 1. 3 runs, 6 hits. And 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot, 96 miles an hour.
One and one, here it is. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Polanco at the track. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Carlos Carrasco will get a shot now in an RBI spot, so a chance to help his own cause here.
And he's got a hit in the game already, so he can handle the bat at least a little bit.
He waits. Now the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone. 1-2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hat.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Boy, that's pretty good patience out there out of a pitcher who's acting like a hitter, especially with 2 outs.
little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Indians strike for 1 on this solo homer. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's now 3-1 Indians. Joe Mauer will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
And there's ball 1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard towards center, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
One of the first times tonight that they've had their leadoff man on base. And now they've got to find a way to build on it if they want to get back in this thing.
David Freese will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Bonifacio will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 64, Emilio Bonifacio.
And he misses inside with that one. Ball 1. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Right side, hit hard. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Not too many balls hit solidly tonight. Just their 6th hit of the game. So now they need to figure out some way to string a few of these together.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. So he'll leave with the lead. Can't lose this one, but he is responsible for the 2 runners out there, so he could get a no decision if they were to come around and score. Brian Shaw will come on now in an awfully tough spot, as there are 2 on here with nobody out. Francisco Cervelli will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
On the ground to short. Could this be two? One there. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with one pitch. Jung-Ho Kang comes to the plate now, representing the potential tying run.
Well, if he gets a pitch to drive right here, you can bet that he's going to give it a rip. But at the very least, they need a productive AB out of him right here.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Pirates leave one. They still trail it here 3-1. Emilio Bonifacio is going to go ahead and stay in the ballgame and play third now.
Now playing third base, number 64.
Francisco Lindor will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. Arodys Vizcaíno will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8. And he gets ahead 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. 2 very good pitching performances illustrated there as we give you a look at our starter comparison in this 3-1 contest. Number 30 stands in. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
He will definitely give you something to think about up there. There are no comfortable at-bats against this guy.
2-0 now. The 2-0 pitch. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. Eighth inning of this low-scoring affair. 3-1 our score. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
I'd say he's made a pretty good impression since coming on. 2 batters, 2 strikeouts to start the inning.
Michael Brantley stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's the pitch. Too low, 1-0. Both teams with 6 hits so far. This is pulled into right. Polanco is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Zach McAllister is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Zach McAllister.
John Jaso will try and get his club back into it here as he'll pinch hit to lead off the home half of the 8th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Low for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Hits this one hard the other way. Hernandez on the grass, and the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time.
Well, I think he may have taken the tougher of two approaches right there. I think he did have time to square his shoulders and try to flip it to first that way. Instead, he chooses the much tougher spin throw, but he still manages to put that throw right on the money.
Josh Harrison stands in as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Now batting number 6.
Starling Marte steps in. He was able to reach base thanks to an error in his last at-bat.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
And he takes ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2-0.
Yeah, trying to go front door with that breaking ball. Started it a little too far inside, though.
Runners on first with 1 down. Swing and a miss on the heater, and it's 2-1.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Shot toward second. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. He's safe. Well, unfortunately, it appears he's going to be forced out of the game with what looks like a lower right arm injury. And it could be a number of issues, of course, so hopefully it's nothing too serious. Jose Ramirez is going to come in now and take over following the injury.
Number 11, Jose Ramirez.
So striding in, Andrew McCutchen, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Andrew McCutchen.
Starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
All right, you're down 2 here. You've got the tying runs in scoring position with 1 out. This has to be a productive at-bat. Even if you don't reach base, you've got to get that guy in from third.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Napoli is there for it. 2 gone.
Well, anytime you get an RBI guy to the plate with less than 2 outs, and he does that, he is not happy. That's the kind of at-bat that'll stick with you for a while.
So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Gregory Polanco. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Two and 0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
2-0 count. Here it comes. That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1. Into right center field. He comes up with a big one here. This is down for a base hit. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. The tying run is in to score from second. It's a 3-3 game.
Well, he comes through for his ball club with a 2 RBI single. What a clutch hit. And you can tell he is excited out there.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Now some movement in the Tribe bullpen as a right-hander starts to loosen up. So here's Joe Mauer. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This pitch is popped up. Hernandez is there for it, and that's the 3rd out. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error in the inning, and a runner left. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Neftali Feliz comes on now, trying to keep this ball game tied.
Neftali Feliz.
Mike Napoli will step in, a ground-out victim as last time.
First baseman, Mike Napoli.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And like most guys, the further ahead in the count he gets, the more dangerous he becomes. He's going to lock in on 1 pitch, 1 zone, and he'll hurt you if he guesses right.
And, ooh, might have thought it was high, but it's a strike. 3-2 now. And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
And in a tie ball game, you don't want to be giving these guys free base runners to start the inning. He's going to need to bounce back from that pronto.
Yasiel Puig comes to the plate in a key spot. Go-ahead run at first with nobody out.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see how they decide to play it here. Some would try to manufacture that run with a sacrifice or maybe even a steal. And others say, hey, let him swing. Don't give away any outs.
Throw's going to go on to first, so a perfect sacrifice there as now the go-ahead run moves into scoring position here.
That is good execution right there. It's very important when you get to this stage in the ball game, and that's going to get the go-ahead run up to second now with just one out. So that'll be worth a few high fives in that dugout, no doubt about it.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
That one's a called strike. Back even at 1. One and two as the changeup had him out in front there.
Wow, what a good time to take something off of that pitch, and they had him fooled pretty good on that one.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Chop foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
And this is another frustrating at-bat for him on the mound. I mean, he's burned through 15 pitches on just these last 2 hitters.
And that misses ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Ronnie Chisenhall will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line. First pitch is a changeup for a called strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Polanco is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The batter, second baseman.
And time will be called here as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Kike Hernandez will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Into the seats, 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. 1-1.
Okay, he didn't get the call there, but he's making some quality pitches on that outside corner.
Right back at him and off his glove. Unable to recover. He's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound.
And this one will go down as an infield single, and a pretty painful one at that. It looks like he's all right out there, but things are getting worse for him now as this thing's going to load the bases.
Carlos Santana will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Carlos Santana.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Hit hard, up the middle. Oh, look at Harrison. The throw. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Lonnie Chisenhall will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Number 8, Lonnie Chisenhall.
Juan Uribe will stay in the ball game as he'll take over at first base. Tommy Hunter will come on needing to get 3 outs here to try to send this game to extra innings. Striding into the box, Emilio Bonifacio, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball 1. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Under it now is Brantley, and he has it for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
Francisco Cervelli is into the box now. He hit one over the wall back in the 5th. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Corner paint right there, 97 miles an hour. What are you going to do with that?
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
2 quick outs here to start the inning. It's looking more and more likely that we're going to need extra innings here to decide this one.
Jung Ho Gong stands into the box. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. The 0-1. Off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Brantley going back. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. Solo shot here to left, and with 1 swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Really one of the most entertaining World Series games we've seen in a long time. What a finish here. as they come through to win this in their final at-bat.
Fellas, when you're on the big stage here at the World Series, you want to make sure you bring the A game, and this man right here certainly did. He's our top player of the game.
And, Matty, I think you're absolutely right. Sometimes guys get caught up in the pressure of the World Series and their performance suffers, but he was obviously not rattled out there, and he came through in a big way.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Pirates win it 4-3. Good night from Pittsburgh.